Oh, I really don't want to do this one. I've calmed down a little bit. I've calmed down a little bit from the watch along. Hello, welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV. Welcome to the player rating show of... It's a shit show, really, let's be honest. Just a diabolical performance from Chelsea. Yeah, spineless, no passion, no aggression, and so many players that just don't deserve to play for the club. They just don't deserve to play for this team. And you know, it's one of those ones. And I'm not going to talk too long before getting straight onto the player ratings. But my piece on this is that our attack is just so doomed. It's so doomed. And more specifically as a whole, as the team. In a game like this, sure, you look back at Tottenham, the passion, the aggression was there. And then you look at a game like this where it's a must-win. It is a must-win in terms of the time of the season. With the World Cup coming up soon, we've got Newcastle left away from home as well, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, just could you have a more useless a useless team in terms of creating chances? Just passes to feet. That's all I'm asking, is to successfully make a pass. Mendy, we'll get straight into it. Mendy was, I feel like probably, again, it's so hard. It's so hard to do these ratings every fucking time because they're so distorted. And with a performance like this, realistically, right, Mendy, distributions at the beginning of the game, shocking. Absolutely shocking. Gave us a heart attack several times. But the man made some good saves throughout the game. And in terms of the actual goal, I can't really remember the goal at this point. I know obviously it came as a corner, but it went through two man's legs, I think, and just shocking defending. And if it wasn't for that, probably would have been 0-0. Just such a disappointing result. I came into this thinking, as long as we tried, as long as we gave it 100%, as long as we gave it our all. If Arsenal were the better team on the day, then I couldn't give a toss about the result. And I know that's, you know, in reality, of course you care about the result. But if you came into this against a team like Arsenal that are probably the best side that they've had in years. They are a team reborn. The best start to a Premier League campaign that they've ever had, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, although we've only conceded a penalty from a corner, we could have got a better result. Even if we showed up today, I think we could have won. They weren't anything great today. They really weren't. When we were as bad as we were today, you know, we could have easily got a result today, but no one showed up for the most part. Again, these are all based on, obviously, everyone's lowered. So give me a fucking break when it comes to the player ratings because I'm sick of it already. A 6, 6.5, 6, and a 5. I thought Cucurella is just so annoying to watch. He's so frustrating to watch. Whether he did any good stats today, I don't know. I'm just watching based on what I saw. He's so frantic. He's so weird on the ball. He's just screams liability when it comes to it. Like 3 minutes in and he gives away a foul. And albeit you could argue it was a shoulder tackle, he went for the man. It was such a stupid tackle to give away. Stupid foul to give away so early on. Thiago Silva. The only instance that I can really think of where he had us in danger, Sterling. Played in a great pass. I know, what was it? Azpilicueta played in a great pass, played it back to Sterling, and instead of Sterling realising that there might be an overlap in play here where Azpilicueta is carrying on his run, he thinks, no, I'm going to play it all the way back to the goalkeeper or into defence. The amount of fucking times today that the play was, the attack was there, the counter-attack was there. Let's play it all the way back to the keeper. What the fuck is going on in terms of our progression play, our attack? There is none. There's no creativity, and we'll get to that in a second. But Christ almighty. I take this back because I feel like Chalobah didn't have a better game necessarily than Thiago Silva, so I'll have them as the same. Before you go, did you even watch the fucking game? Yes, I watched the game. Unfortunately, I watched the game. Azpilicueta, probably, I would argue, actually, as well. 6.5. Probably our best player on the pitch today, if I'm being completely honest. And yes, I watched the game. Azpilicueta. What's the statistic I fucking sorted out? Azpilicueta having more dribbles and successful take-ons than Sterling is something I never thought I'd be able to see in football, is what someone said. Those of you thinking people are being harsh for criticising Sterling, maybe too early, whatever. He was shite today. Absolute shit. First half, you could argue you're seeing a bit more improvement from Sterling. But as the game went on, Jesus Christ. Middle of the field. Let's fuck it. Let's just go straight for Mount. Mason Mount. Just come on. You can't sit here and say definitely that he had a bad game. He was running around a lot though, is what everyone seems to think. Like he's got the, you know, he's making runs, he's doing this, fuck off. When it comes to the game, when it comes to the actual game, let me get this up. He lost the ball 16 times. He made 13 successful passes. You can't be losing the ball more than you're making successful passes. I'm sorry. Again, not a terrible performance from him, but if you really deep, like, oh God. And again, probably not looking at things the same way as other people are, because when you're doing the watch along, in my defense, I'm commentating on the game. I haven't got time to be looking at every player individually whilst I'm commentating, whilst I'm doing the watch alongs, whilst I'm updating things on the screen, everything like talking to the chat, everything. So in my defense, I haven't got time to really do this in detail. I need to get this out quickly. That's all it is. So don't take this to effect. I'm losing my rag because fuck this game. Fuck it to death. I hate it. I've absolutely hated this game. That's all I wanted. When I woke up, I thought early kickoff. These never go well for anyone, really. It was a shit game. It was an absolute shit game. Waking up this early to do a game and just no spine, no creativity, no aggression. And sure, Mason Mount ran around. But other than that, come on. Come on. And a lot of you are saying fucking, oh, you love Mount, you're a Mount lover. No, fuck, I'm not. I'm not. I call it how it is. If he plays well, he plays well. If he's great, fucking sure. By no means am I a fucking Mount stan. Jorginho. A lot of people criticising him. But looking back, realistically, just better than Loftus-Cheek, let's be fair. Slow at times. Very slow. Very, very slow. No, by no means the best player on the pitch whatsoever, but Jesus. Loftus-Cheek just was... to me, and again, I'm going to get... Did you even watch him? Not in detail, but there were more times where I was fucking annoyed at him than I wasn't. That's my rating system, is if you annoyed me more times than not, you had a shit game. Then there's these clowns up at the top. Been a bit of a mess, this one, I'll be honest. A 5 for Havertz. Again, lost the ball more times. Where is this fucking idiot? Havertz, where are you, son? Lost the ball 13 times. Accurate passes 11. Can't be doing that. There was a time at the beginning of the game as well. Mount and Aubameyang are in the box and he just fucks it. He completely blazes it over the top of everyone. Over Ramsdale, over the Saliba and Gabriel and just everyone else. Ben White was there, the one that collected the ball. But Havertz, so many times in the game. So many times in the game that he just gave it away for no reason. He's running down the wing. We've finally got a nice attack on. There's planes in front of him. There's open field in front of him. What does he do? Stacks it over the fucking... And all you could complain and say, hey, it's a wet game. It was, whatever. Come on. Come on. Consistency. We need it. I know he slipped, you could say, but come on. If that isn't a sign of how good he is at the moment, I just don't... Oh, but he scored 2 goals recently. Fuck up. Like, come on. Aubameyang. Could have played better. He got a booking. He could have, I'm going off on one at this point, but he could have played better. He could also have had way more chances if the likes of Havertz and Sterling were actually on form today, to be honest with you. Which, does that ever happen? No. Realistically, you get stat padding against Wolves and Aston Villa and an injury-prone fucking AC Milan team. These games are the ones that fucking matter. For Christ's sake. It's all well and good saying, they silenced the haters. Do you know what I mean? Havertz, generational talent, my cunt. At the moment, certainly not. Excuse me language, but still, fuck me. Just useless for the most part. Absolutely fucking useless. And then we get to this fucking idiot. I love him. Don't get me wrong. I was so excited for when he came to the club. But he cannot do anything right at the moment. He really cannot do anything right. I swear to God. He's just... Can't win. I mean, how many? Like, let's take a look. Raheem Sterling. Why does this keep changing to there? Raheem Sterling. Let's see what he did. Lost possession. I mean, just the fact alone. What was the statistic I left out just then? That Azpilicueta has more dribbles and successful take-ons than Sterling. Stinky. The whole team stinks. Sack the lot of them. I'm so done with it. I really am. I really am. I was so excited for today. I really genuinely thought we could snatch a result or get a good result or even a draw. I didn't want a draw, but you know, we could have. We really could have. Arsenal weren't on form today. They were not their usual self. Counter-attacks are plenty, just squandered by such poor fucking passing throughout the entire game. No intensity. They go 1-0 up and people are walking around. Because guess what? The World Cup's coming. Do they care? No. All these players, they're on there. It's at that point that I play for Chelsea. I'm on 300, 400,000 pound a week. I don't need to run around. That's the vibe it gives off. And that's all I have to say about it. Fucking get your comments in the bottom. Whatever. Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. It went exactly the worst way possible. We weren't even outplayed. We weren't outplayed. We outplayed ourselves. We were so absolutely, categorically terrible today. We just made it easy for them. And as I said, they didn't have a great game themselves. We stopped them scoring in the first 30 minutes, though. Oh, you know, that's all I've got to say. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that shite. Up the Chelsea, we move. Newcastle next. That'll be fun. City first, though. Yeah. Up the Chelsea and peace.